Where are we?
We are at the Bay of Islands.
Ikea.
Hakia.
This is a cute little town. It's like very touristy. There's a lot of restaurants and galleries and shops and stuff. But right now we're far more interested in going to the hellhole.
The hellhole of the Pacific.
The hellhole of the Pacific. Across the bay here, there's a ferry that takes you to a town called Russell. So we're going there because it's the only boat we can afford to take in the Bay of Islands. We can't afford any of the cruises, and the weather's not super great for that type of thing anyway. So we're taking the $16 ferry to Hellhole.
Yep.
Cool. The ferry leaves in 5 minutes, and Tia has the customary stress of not making it on time.
Do we go up top or inside?
Inside, maybe? I don't know. You want to go top?
This cruise is a 15-minute ride to Russell. We're just gonna soak it all in because this is our ultimate Bay of Island experience.
So far, this thing is living up to its name in a major way. There's an island. There's an island. Island. Cruise ship. Here for it. It's cool. I love traveling by boat. It's the best way to get around, bar none.
Okay, we've officially reached the hellhole of the Pacific. Okay, so I got its name because it used to be where all the sailors and
Scoundrels.
the scoundrels.
Ladies of the night.
Yeah, so it was had quite the reputation, but we read the tourist board website and they said, don't worry, it's totally family friendly now.
So it should be noted that while we are in the Bay of Islands, the town of Russell is just opposite the bay.
It's like a really big peninsula.
Yeah, so we're not on an island right now. Russell has a really neat vibe to it. It feels like a colder, stormier version of Hawaii almost, in the sense that it's very laid back. It just feels like a very sleepy island town. Lots of colonial buildings and just a really nice vibe.
Seems like this whole area runs off of island time. You walk through, you can see everyone drinking beer at like 10 or 11 in the morning, and I love that.
So we've hiked to the top of Russell here.
This is Flagstaff Hill because of, I can't see it, this Flagstaff right here.
There's actually a ton of history in this town.
It's actually the main reason why we started our road trip in the Bay of Islands, because this is the birthplace of so much of New Zealand's history. This area is where the Maori and the European settlers, who settled first in this area, signed their first treaty.
Yeah, Russell was the first European settlement here in New Zealand. And the treaty wasn't super fair. So in protest, the Maori people knocked down this flagpole 4 times, and there was eventually a lot of conflict over it.
We overheard a group of school kids came there.
They came in. We kind of got to sit in on the lesson a little bit.
Yeah.
But the views up here are absolutely stunning. You just get a 360 at the top of this hill. It definitely lives up to its name, Bay of Islands. There are islands all over the place here. I think rain's coming in here, so we should actually probably get back down to Russell. But this is stunning up here. I'm glad that we took the cheap ferry over here to see this area.
It's cheap cruise, not a cheap ferry.
It was not a cruise.
It was a cruise.
paid for a guided tour.
We don't do those very often.
No, we don't. This one's totally worth it though. These are the Waitangi Treaty Grounds. They weren't really a big fan of filming, particularly of the cultural display that they had.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I know it is kind of an expensive experience, but totally worth it. That was amazing, and one of us awesome. Cried a little bit.
That's Tia. Let's see, this way.
Yeah.
So we're leaving the Bay of Islands today. Tia's very excited because this is our maiden voyage camping tonight.
Yeah, so we hit the thrift store in Pakia one more time, so we got like one more layer, and then we have blankets
and all that stuff.
So we should be fine, but it's also kind of rainy and cold, and we'll be on the coast. But
I think we'll be fine.
I think it'll be fine.
One-way bridge.
How can you tell?
You can't see anything on the other side. Well, I don't see a car.
Oh wait.
There's someone.
It's a New Zealand standoff.
Alright. Wow. It's like parting the sea. You keep walking in those pants funny.
Do you ever get like secondhand pants and you can tell that someone else with a different body shape wore it? It's like, it's all bunchy in the wrong areas. I feel like I'm wearing a diaper. Look at this though.
Rainbow Falls, everybody.
Look at that.
Some majestic falls, not gonna lie.
Yeah, they're not really rainbow colored right now, but I'm assuming with all the
it probably depends on the lighting, yeah. New Zealand's a very long country. A lot of driving today.
I wonder how many cows we've passed in the last couple hours.
We're starting to get a feel for what the country looks like, I think. I mean, at least in the North Island, we understand it. The North and South Island look kind of different, but this place is very agricultural. It feels like there are more cows here than there are in Texas.
I think I read somewhere that there's more sheep than people in New Zealand.
There are 6 sheep per person in New Zealand. Oh, okay, so yeah, the biggest export that New Zealand has is like dairy products and wool.
It's a lot of cheese to support an entire country.
The country that runs on cheese.
There's a new tagline, guys. Gotcha.
I admit that these ideas that are a lot of people usually consider bad are usually my ideas, but this one was Tia's. Yeah, she doesn't want to get out of the car though. We're gonna camp in this?
Well, we're not. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the best idea I think I've ever had. It doesn't feel windy in the car, so we're totally fine. Just don't go outside the car.
We're very near the northernmost point of New Zealand.
This is the northernmost campground in New Zealand.
You can't actually drive to the northernmost point, but there is a lighthouse a few miles up the road, which we're gonna go to tomorrow morning. But check it out, guys. Northernmost campground in New Zealand, which is a very southerly country. This beach back here is awesome.
It's a great idea.
It is astonishingly windy. I don't even know. Wow, look at the size of these waves.
Oh wow, like the mist coming, like blowing off of them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever experienced this intense wind in my life. You look at the landscape and you can just tell it's always being beaten down by the wind. All the plants are very, very close to the ground. And
is this what we're gonna look like at the end of this road trip? Just beaten down and blown over? We're gonna set up camp.
look at, she's leaning into the wind.
I feel like an astronaut, you know? We did it! Look at our home! Room tour! Actually, it's pretty cozy in here.
Wait, can you lay down flat?
Yep. It's a little diagonal. One of us is gonna sleep diagonal, the other one's gonna be a little like a little Dorito shape, but I think it'll be fine. I don't know if you've noticed the amazing bedding that we got at the thrift store. It looks like some cute handmade space sheets.
Okay, I'm gonna get in.
Oh god.
So yeah, this is our van build. It's one of those minimalist, but this is really cool. The tonneau cover doubles as a
table.
It's so cold and windy outside that even the kids have gone in the tents. There were like 2 of them running around earlier, and they went in the freaking tents.
Look at this. Cheveyo's diffusing the light.
This looks nice.
What are you using to diffuse
It's
it?
more pleasing. That's a baby wipe right there.
Look at that. The things we do. Movie magic. On a budget.
So since we did a van review, we figured we may as well do a food review. Tia made us pastrami sandwiches with cheese and tartar sauce from the fish and chips place.
Oh my god, that place was so
Yeah, it
good.
was honestly, what was the name of it? We don't remember. It started with an M, but it was honestly the best fish and chips we've ever had. And I don't want to upset any Australians saying this, but it was fantastic.
Oh my gosh. I never had bluefish before, I hadn't even heard of it, but it was...
We're supposed to be reviewing
Oh
these,
yeah.
not the food that we ate for lunch off.
This...
It's got the tartar sauce. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's actually a little difficult to cook in the car, but not impossible. How's it? Good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah!
This is my saving grace for the night. Burr.
Cheers!
Cheers. What do we do now?
I don't know.
It's only 8 o'clock. It's you invented this game.
I
You forgot the
know, I
rules.
know.
You can't take the king
Well, I
back.
didn't know when it starts, so I just put it on the burn pile.
No, no. So your king, I put this. That's where it starts.
Well,
you have to put your king down. Okay, you do it. You do it. There you go.
Have you ever won?
I have one. Whenever you, it's so crazy. The games where you don't cheat, I almost
I
always
didn't
win those
cheat. I
ones.
put down the wrong card.
You tried to cheat.
I didn't. Oh, I mean.
morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I slept surprisingly well last night, I'll say.
It was so warm and toasty in here. But the wind did
The wind
not
never
stop.
stopped.
It's still going and it shook the car all night.
People that were trying to camp in tents were just filtering out of this place and kept leaving all the way till maybe like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's just like a car every half hour would just leave. But I don't blame them. It'd be miserable to be in a tent.
Mm-hmm.
So the car did well. Last stop. Go to the bathroom. How is it out there?
Why isn't the heater on?
It's warming up to it.
No.
It won't go till the engine warms up.
I feel so awake right now.
That's good. Wow, so many people made the same decision we did.
And slept in their car?
And well, it's left in the car, but look how many people are camping in this place. But you don't see anyone like out and about doing anything.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, campsite. So this campsite in the high season is, we read, maybe one of the most desirable ones in the country in terms of just public campgrounds.
Yeah.
But we're here in the off season, and it's not actually manned at all. The whole payment system is like by the honor system, and we paid online before we got here. And I'm just gonna say there's a high possibility we're the only people out of the 30 or so staying at this campground that paid. We watched so many people just roll straight in. And I think we're schmucks, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's...
Breaking rules gives Tia anxiety anyway, so it's alright.
Right?
You go see this lighthouse. It's the last thing we do on this stormy day.
Welcome to Cape Ringa. Lighthouse back here. That's Ringa Lighthouse.
It's also New Zealand's second most northern point, but the number one most accessible northernmost point.
Yeah,
so.
the really true north isn't really accessible by car. But you guys know why we really came here. Tia for scale. The lighthouse is under construction like most things in New Zealand, but she can get pretty close. There she is. There's Tia. It's a pretty small lighthouse, all things considered. Looking down from the lighthouse, they say right here is where the Pacific and the Tasman Seas meet. And that's why you have all these waves colliding with one another.
The Maori have a legend that one sea is an embodiment of the male spirit and the other sea is the female spirit, and when they clash, it's like symbolic of life in creation. I just think that's so beautiful. And also, this cape in general, it has insane spiritual significance, because just over there is Spirits Bay, and then I think this tree down there, it's an 800-year-old tree. So it's been around just as long as the Maori have, but it's in their belief system that when you die, your spirit goes to this tree right there before it's released into the ocean. It's amazing.
We did find a video on YouTube that fairly conclusively made a case for that actually not being the meeting point of two seas or two oceans. I'll actually link the video, it was pretty interesting. That being said, it does not make the legend any less special. I mean, look, this place really does feel like the edge of the world. It's awesome.
Like, we're about to get blown off the edge of the world.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to get the sound of the wind and you're being...
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm trying to get a shot of the wind. Oh my god.
This is what Cheveyo was like before he's had coffee.
Lucky you.
Unpleasant. Alright, we're heading south.
Yep. So, in case it wasn't already obvious to everybody, we're going to drive from the northernmost accessible point of New Zealand to the southernmost point of South Island.
Mm-hmm.
So, it'll probably take us a couple months,
Yeah.
but that's our goal for the next little while. Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I just feel like now's the time that the road trip starts because like this is when, now that we're heading south, it's like...
Alright, it starts now.
Not gonna lie, I was really looking forward to that, but they're closed.
Largest sand dunes in New Zealand. The plan was to come here and sandboard down them, but they're closed.
I feel like I'm way too old to be this disappointed, but I've been looking forward to this for weeks.
We can still walk to the top of one of the dunes.
Yeah, that's all. The whole point was just slide all the way down. A lot of YouTubers do polar plunges. Does this count as one?
No, it does not.
Just when we didn't think it could get any windier.
Now there's wind and sand. That is great.
This is pretty cool up here.
There's farmlands with sheep right there, and
Yeah.
a forest, and then a river, and just over those dunes is the ocean. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, you can see exactly the moment where the trees and shrubs meet the sand. It's pretty crazy. It's just separated by this thin little river.
That's just amazing.
This is awesome. Just beautiful, just beautiful. Finally, we're on a beach in New Zealand. It's taken far too long considering we're on an island.
This isn't just any beach, it's a very special one.
This is 90 Mile Beach.
And when you hear 90 miles, you assume that it's 90 miles long.
It's 52 miles long. I don't know. I don't know. It is actually a legal highway in New Zealand.
Yeah, so if you ever watched Top Gear, this is the beach that
They
they
did
drove.
drive on this in Top Gear, yeah. There are a lot of people driving on it. We got a coffee from a lady right over there. She owns a house behind this hill. And she said tourists are getting stuck here every day. So we're gonna try to do the sensible thing and not become a statistic. This is pretty cool though. It is a long beach.
Really exhausted our Netflix and Apple.
At
Apple.
some point we're gonna have to get you to watch
What?
Lord of the Rings.
I have watched Lord of the Rings. I watched it. I have totally watched it.
Okay, you guys, true or false? Watching half of the first Lord of the Rings movie and then falling asleep does not count as having ever seen Lord of the Rings.
I've watched them when I was a kid, at some point probably.
We just drove for the rest of the day. Got some progress. Found this really nice apartment for rent online for $80 a night, just under $80 a night, US, and pretty happy with that. We're going to cook a healthy meal for the first time in 4 or 5 days
Yeah.
we've had. Not sandwiches.
And then we're gonna get sand out of everything. It's
No, okay. Thanks you guys for coming with us today, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
subscribe.
Rainbow fall. Hang on the microphone.
There's some hair. Hang on, redo that.
I'm so sorry. That's so great. That's such a...
Jesus. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.